you for coming. Calexico City Council, Calexico Redevelopment, Successor Agency, Calexico Financial Authority Special Meeting, Agenda Wednesday, March 13, 2024, 6:04 p.m. Open session, call to order, roll call.
Mayor Gloria Romo,
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Gilberto Manzanares,
Here.
Councilmember Javier Moreno,
Here.
Councilmember Raúl Ureña, Councilmember Camilo Garcia.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Okay, pledge the allegiance. Mr. Manzanares, please. Invocation. Special meeting of the invocation. We thank God for this special meeting and for the opportunity to help out and walk. I pray for the peace and health of every resident of Calexico. Amen. Thank you. Approval of the agenda.
Ms. Mayor Romo,
Mhm.
I just want to acknowledge the attorney is on conference call for any questions that you might have. So I would like to raise your voice a little bit so he can hear the entire meeting.
Okay.
Thank you.
To approve.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second. Mr. Manzanares. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Consent agenda. Public comments?
Only related to the items
Yeah.
in the agenda.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
We don't have any.
Okay, thank you. Okay, consent agenda.
To approve.
Move. All those in favor?
Ureña,
Aye.
Garcia, right?
Sí.
Thank you.
Discussion and potential action.
So consent agenda went through. Thank you.
Adopt a resolution of the City Council of the City of Calexico approving application for specified grant funds from Budget Act to 2022 to 2023, Section 1956, item B1U, $12,500,000 to the City of Calexico, 2,500,000, no?
12,500,000.
To the City of Calexico, the New River Parkway.
Yes, thank you. I just want to give a little bit history of this park. This park began in 2015. At that time, November 17, I have a resolution in which the City Council approved the city manager, Nick Fenley, at that time, to apply for a resolution to apply for funding for the New River Park improvements. In your package, you have a map that shows at that time what the project was. I had it in black and white, but I was able to secure this one later on. On September 2018, there was a grant application that was for $400,000 to begin the Parkway Improvements Project. And I have a notice of completion of phase number 1 back in August 17, 2022, in which the first phase was completed. Now, in 2022, in the budget of 2022-2023, there was a total of $25 million allocated for the New River. Out of those $25 million, $10 million were allocated for the New River, which was in addition to the $8,500,000 to complete the New River. If you recall, upon my arrival, the funding that we have for the New River improvements, it was only $28 million. But when we received the bids, we realized that it was short $18.5 million. So 10 of those $25 million were pulled to complete the project. So in that account, $15 million was left to the for the New River Park improvements. The state of California moved $2.5 million for technical assistance, engineers that are assisting us during the process for the New River at the state level, as well as the staff that is being coordinated with us on a weekly basis. We have meetings with them. So that left $12.5 million on the table for the New River Improvements Park. Now, the reason we find out about this funding is because we're having some issues with the damages that occurred during the last storm to the New River project. As you may recall, it was a combination of rain, water from the rain, and spill of raw sewage from the city of Mexicali. They went over the project and flooded the project completely. As of today, the construction company continues working and assessing all the damages. They're pumping water from certain areas that are not visible for the regular public. The damages that are in the border, which is right in the entrance of the city of Calexico, they have abated all the damages, but they continue doing the assessment. We believe, staff and myself, that is somewhere in between $2 to $3 million in damages. Now, with that said, $2 to $3 million in damages. We don't know the amount yet. We'll find out as they continue working with the abatement of their damages. What I did is to start looking for funding for the following reasons. While we doing the claims to the construction company insurance for the damages so they can pay with insurance, whether or not it's feasible or not. And while we also submitted an emergency declaration to the state for the damages to the New River and to the wastewater treatment plant, there will be a time in which we cannot have the funding to pay for the cleanup of those damages. The funding that we have for the New River improvements, we already used all the contingency funds. And for that reason, I have to start looking for funding that is available quicker. And so we were able to find this funding that is available for the New River Parkway, but related activities as well. And when I'm talking about related activities, keep in mind that the New River is parallel to the walking area for the New River Parkway, which is part of the map that you have, and it's posted on the website as well. So in a sense, this is the park and the New River is right here. So what the state asked us to do is, after we explain the situation and the difficulty of having the funds available ASAP, they advise us to pass a resolution today as soon as possible so we can secure the funding, because as you may know, the state is having deficit, and all the funding that has not been contracted, they will be pulled to absorb the deficit at the state level. So the recommendation is to pass a resolution. However, we want to work on the scope of work once the damages have been determined and the improvements that are needed for phase 2 and 3 of the New River Park, which was, there was an engineering company that has been working in the development of this map. I want to make sure that you understand that there's no scope of work for that reason in this package. I will come back to you hopefully by the first week of April with the scope of work, delineating how much we have for damages and how much we have for the park.
Okay.
Now, once that we settle with the company, construction company, whether they pay half of it or the full amount of the damages, then we can restructure those funds against to the park. But the idea is that we have the funding available immediately to assess the issues, and the project cannot stop. Every day that the project stops, it's costing more money to the city, in days that the project is not in operation. So my request today is that you allow me to approve this resolution so that we can secure the funding. We contracted the funding, secure the funding, and then come back in the first week of April with the full scope of work of how we're going to use the funding. I'm here for any questions you might have. Continue the work and assessment.
Okay.
It's a combination of both, because as they pumping the water from the areas that are still flooded, they're gonna see how much damage is on the bottom. So it's a combination of assessment and pumping the water at the same time. Yes. Yes. That is correct. Yes. Yes. Mhm. Okay, we'll bring it. Thank you. Any other question?
Second.
Okay.
Okay, roll call?
Mayor Gloria Romo,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Gilberto Manzanares,
Yes.
Councilmember Javier Moreno,
Yes.
Councilmember Raúl Ureña, Councilmember Camilo Garcia.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Esperanza. Muchas gracias. Okay, I hear a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Okay.
Okay, those in favor? Aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you for coming.
Thank you.